Alright, boys and girls, welcome to Goring Guitar. We have a great new artist, Tyler Childers. He does this song called On The Grindstone, a beautiful song performing there, and I'm playing on a beautiful piece here from Ovation. It's from the Celebrity line. Check out my tutorial on Gordon Gear for that guitar. Now let's focus on this cool song, very guitarish, from Tyler. And we had a setup here with the capo on third. That's the absolute best scenario. That is how he plays it as well. You can look at the video when he plays it. So yeah, let's go over the chords needed for this. And we're gonna start with the F. We have two different versions of it. The most common in this song is the shorter version. Alright, so that is to play the 3rd fret D string, 2nd G, 1st B, and 1st E. And that 1st B, 1st E, I place a little short bar with my index finger to cross these two strings like that, and then the rest. All right, that's the shorter version of F. We have the full bar chord F as well. So that is played in the chorus later on. We're gonna play an index finger as a bar on the 1st fret, and push down all strings there, and then you need to add 3rd A, 3rd D, and 2nd G. So there we have the Fs. Now let's move on to C. And that goes 3rd A, 2nd D, open G, 1st B, and open E. We have G next. And that's 3rd E, 2nd A, open D, open G, 3rd B, and 3rd E. Then we have the hybrid of this. This is the C-G chord. That is basically a C chord, but with this G note added to it. So it goes 3rd E, 3rd A, 2nd D, open G, 1st B, and open E. And finally, we got the D minor. And that goes open D, 2nd G, 3rd B, and 1st E. And that D minor is played a lot, and we're gonna go into a short little modification soon. But first, let us learn the strumming pattern for this song. So if you grab the first chord, which is the D minor actually, one round goes like this. All right, so first one down, and then up, down, up. And that's it. So down, up, down, up. And a couple of rounds to get a feeling for the rhythm. It goes like this. And I prefer, when it goes to feel here, to go a little more harder on the first down and let the up, down, up a little bit softer in the background. That's just how I play it, to get some feel into it. And if you watch the music video here, you can see that he has his style of how he performs it with the chords. So he grabs the G, for instance, like this. That is actually a G chord, but you have some, let's say, laziness, or you don't have to grab the full chord always. I teach the full chords here when it's proper, and when it goes, sometimes it's not, because we want to have a specific sound. Then we go for that original chord. But this is how the G sounds or goes. He does it maybe a little differently. So if you watch the music video and you compare and you say, hey, what's going on, you're not playing the same. Anyway, that is the full chord, and it sounds pretty much the same. That's just his way of playing that chord. With that mentioned, let's go into the song now. We're gonna start with the first verse. So you're gonna play D minor, then F. When I say F, it's the shorter version. It's always a shorter in this verse now. So D minor 1 round, F 1 round, C 1 round, and D minor 2 rounds. That's the first row or line, so to speak. We have 4 rows of this chords here going on here. So that's the first one. D minor 1, F 1, C 1, and D minor 2, like this. Okay, and now I want to point out that modification I talked about before on the D minor, and that's the last D minor here. You play 2 times on the D minor. The first round you're gonna play in the same way as you play the strumming, so down, up, down, up. But the second time you're gonna play what I will call in this tutorial the notes, okay? So the second time you're gonna play the first down to get that, okay? So that means on the first down in the strumming pattern, you start with open G and you try to point out that string to get it very dominant. Like you can have the open D string as well as a supportive note, but the bass strings pretty much of that D minor, the open D, but the open G string here is the one where the magic happens, the open G string, and then you hammer on to get that second D string back to the original chord. So, and all that happens on the first down, and then you continue with up, down, up. So that is what I will call the notes. So you're gonna play D minor 1, F1, C1, and D minor 2 with the notes. So okay. So with that, we're gonna continue to the second row here. We're gonna play D minor 1, F1, C1, and D minor only 1. So the next row will be F1, C1, G1, and D minor 2 with the note on the second. So and the final row will be to play F1, C1, G1, and D minor 4 with the note on the second and the fourth strumming around. So F, C, G, and D minor. And all that is verse 1. So just to summarize this one, you had D minor 1, F1, C1, D minor 2 with note on second. We had D minor 1, F1, C1, D minor 1. We had F1, C1, G1, D minor 2 with note on second. And then F1, C1, G1, and D minor 4 with note on 2 and 4. All that is the first verse. And guess what? You're gonna play the second verse right after this one. So it just follows again with the just same repetition. Second verse, no changes there. And that takes us to the first chorus. We're about 1 minute and 6 seconds in. Daddy, I'll be trying. That's where we are in the lyric. Now we're gonna start off with the F, and that's the big F now. So the full chord with the bar chord here. You're gonna play F1, CG1, and G2. That's the first row. So second row will be to play F, the big one, for one round, CG1, G1, and D minor 4 with the note on second and fourth. So the third row will be to play F1. Now we have the shorter F, then C1, G1, and D minor 2 with the note on second. And the last row will be to play F1, shorter one, C1, G1, and D minor 4 with note on second and fourth. Alright, so that is the first chorus. After that happens a solo part. So it comes right after this first chorus. What you're gonna play here is D minor 1. I'm just gonna run through it every chord here a little bit quickly. No notes here or so, just play as I say now. D minor 1, F1, the shorter one, C1, then D minor 3, F1, C1, D minor 2, F1, C1, G1, then D minor 2, F1, C1, G1, and D minor 4. All right, hope you got all that. I don't think we have to go through it and play it. You know that by now. So let's go on with the last parts of the song, because after this comes the third verse, and it's played exactly in the same way as the previous verses. No changes at all there. And then finally we have the chorus. All right, so it starts in the same way with the first 3 rows. I'm just gonna mention them. We have the F1, CG1, G2. We had the F1, CG1, G1, D minor 4. And we had the F1, C1, G1, D minor 2. That is played exactly in the same way, but the last row here, from there on, we're gonna play F1, the little one, C1, G1, and D minor 1. So like this. And then you have the outro, which is played F1, C1, G4, and then you just play 1 down on D minor. So. And that, my friends, is how you handle Tyler Schiller's Nose on the Grindstone. I hope you enjoy this song, and if you love it, then yeah, it's a great song to perform and play. Pretty easy chords and very straightforward strumming. With that added note, gives a lot to it, so try that out. Hope you enjoyed it, guys, and if you did, feel free to support me on Growing Guitar. Till next time, play tuned.